Facebook has announced a radical change to its terms of service. Users have started receiving notifications saying the social media giant will start removing or blocking any content that could expose the company to legal action.
We can also remove or restrict access to your content, services or information if we determine that doing so is reasonably necessary to avoid or mitigate adverse legal or regulatory impacts to Facebook.
Disturbing new addition to Facebook terms of service that could be used to justify online censorship, particularly with governments using restrictive national laws to order social media platforms to censor information critical of the government or monarchy in violation of online freedom.
Facebook's terms of service update translated to plain English. We will remove content not because it is incorrect, misleading, illegal, or spreads dangerous misinformation, but because removing it might help prevent us from getting caught allowing it.
Did you see the new Facebook terms of service? Smells like election interference and censorship to me.
As you just heard, there's already been a strong negative reaction to the new rules, which take effect on the 1st of October. This all comes despite Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg's repeated pledge not to censor political content.
We've tried to distinguish ourselves as probably being one of the tech companies that is the most protective of giving people a voice and free expression overall.
If content is newsworthy, we also won't take it down even if it would otherwise conflict with some of our standards.
What I believe is that in a democracy, it's really important that people can see for themselves what politicians are saying so that they can make their own judgments.
I don't think it's right for a private company to censor politicians or the news in a democracy.
It doesn't fit in with Facebook's practices in general, which have been censoring and biased and completely draconian in terms of how they treat content, and it's very prejudicial as well. They have never been really for free speech, and they have now, with Facebook News, they intend to basically not only control news but own it. You could always say that somebody's threatening to sue them for such and such a content. So basically, it is a carte blanche license to remove any content whatsoever without explanation. And the users are now they're a captive audience. It's very hard to move from one social network to another. You have a whole network of friends and followers that you are counting on communicating to, and now they know that. They're a virtual monopoly, so they're suggesting they can do whatever they want.